What is up, guys? This is Flash and Flash Hobbies. Finally got a new truck here. This is a 2019 third gen Tacoma SR5. I'm not really too happy with the interior seats, so I thought I'd get some seat covers. So this one in particular comes with these like dark gray seats. I work outside in landscaping, so I sweat a lot. I don't like the cloth seats because they just basically absorb all of my sweat. So I bought these seat covers because they said they're waterproof. So we're gonna go ahead and install these on here now. I'll let you guys know how difficult it is to install. I didn't see a lot of reviews on this. The brand here is LUCKYMAN Club, and this is the style that I chose. I kind of like this this pattern, and these are like PVC faux leather seats. They don't have any full leather options, but they're supposed to look pretty good, and they're supposed to be close to OEM spec. The main reason why I got them is because they cover the entire chair. So as you can see here, it covers the sides and the rear. It's not just some elastic band that's in the back. The video that they show a man actually just putting on the seat covers. I've read a couple reviews on different covers that say to actually remove the seat to make it easier. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. I think it's just a couple screws to take off the entire seat. So to remove the seat, I have my wrench here, and I have a 9/16 on this. That should fit perfectly right there. You're gonna need to remove one. There's two. You're gonna have to remove a plastic piece here for 3, and then another plastic piece here with 4. These, they pretty much come off by hand. They just pop off, reveals your screw right there. Okay, so the seat is now loose. You can kind of move it up, move it back as you need it. We'll start by removing these clips right here. There's one on this side, one on this side. That'll open the flap for the back. As you can see, now it's loose, and we have access to the zipper, which is tucked in here on the bottom side. So we'll go ahead and remove the headrest so that we can put the first cover on. You don't need to remove your original cloth seat. I think you can if you want, but it's not necessary. This comes labeled as the driver's seat. Once you have your cover on, what you want to do is there's 2 elastic bands, one here and one here. I've already passed this one through, but I'm going to show you how to do it on this one. So you're going to tuck it, and you're going to pass it all the way underneath. Make sure it's tucked and you can feel that it went through. And as you can see, I passed one of the elastic bands through. You just put one elastic part here and the other part through this part right here, and it basically just holds it in place behind the seat so it doesn't come out forward. So as you can see, one part of the elastic went through here, the other part went through here. It should look like this, and there, it holds it on the back of the seat. So it should look something like this. Next part is putting the cover on the top part here. And again, it's gonna go the same way. So you're just gonna slip it on, make sure that it covers all this. We're gonna tuck as much as we can under the plastic and behind the wheel here. If we need to take off the wheel, you can, but I don't think that should be necessary. And we have 2 more elastic bands that we're going to do the same exact thing to. So pass them through the back, use those 2 clips on each side. You should have one for the top part of the seat, one for the bottom. This one's for the bottom, that one's for the top. After that step is completed, if you're still having fitment issues, you can unzip this and kind of squeeze it even more, and you can just repeat the steps for putting this back. So we'll just fold this back into itself. We'll pass these clips underneath the seat and clip them back on. The 2 elastic bands that are hanging here at the bottom, they provide clips for as well. You're just going to tie them onto the elastic here, and you just find a spot that'll keep them in place. Doesn't really matter where you want to put them on the underside. So as you can see on mine, it doesn't tuck all the way underneath here because it starts to taper up, so that's okay. You can only see just a little bit of the cloth here, and then in this back corner you can see a little bit of the cloth there as well, but that's no big deal for me. I'm already liking the way these fit and look. And as far as the clips down here, I just tied a knot, and there's a little gap right here, like indentation, and that's where I clipped on these clips. Well, as you can see, the fitment is pretty good. It's not the best, but absolutely for just random Amazon seats and the first ones that I tried, they look really, really good. They feel way better and look way better in person. They actually look like real leather. I'm sure with some time they'll kind of break in and squeeze in, but man, do they look great. The only thing that I don't like is two things. I don't like that they don't include anything to kind of tuck these in, so they kind of look a little stupid because they're not even. And the second thing is that this is elastic, but you know what? It doesn't look terrible but they could have used the same material on the back and I would have been totally okay with that. What I do like is, I didn't really even see it in the description, and it's probably there, I just missed it, but it has a pocket in the back. That's really cool. So I kept the stock pocket that came with the truck, and they just put it on the outside. So it looks really, really great. And then the one thing that I do have to mention is you have to make sure that you get the ones that have the cutout for the airbag. It's basically open right here. If the airbag needs to deploy, the seat won't get in the way. But between filming and just kind of figuring it out on my own, it really wasn't too bad. It was about 15-20 minutes to do this side. So the next side will go way easier. And then of course, we're gonna have to do the back seats as well. Sorry guys, I just gotta pause for a second because look at that sunset today. That is some wicked looking stuff. Well, anyways, here are the covers. I really wish I should have gotten a before and after, but they look great. The next thing to address is obviously we got to do the back seat, but this lighting is just terrible. How is that even acceptable in today's age? That is some of the dimmest lighting I've ever seen on the interior of a truck. Also, I feel like it needs another light back there, but you know, that's a whole nother thing. But we're gonna address those with LEDs later. But yeah, look at the fronts. They look absolutely amazing. They came out way better than I was expecting, already making the inside of this truck look way better. For the rear, we're gonna have to take off the headrest here and headrest here, since this is one part of the seat. I'm saving that one because it should be easier since this is the smaller part of the seat. Installation looks pretty straightforward. It looks like on this one, actually, it's just got a bunch of clips on the back, like buckle clips. So as you can see here, and then you kind of just adjust it, looks like, for if you need it tighter or a little bit looser. But yeah, it just basically slips over and then clips in on the back side. I'll show you how that looks. So the headrests have been removed. You just pull on this here. That unclips the back seat. And we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna clean this back side off and slip the cover on. Here is the rear seat. So you have to slip everything over. You have to tuck them underneath the headrest. You have to undo this Velcro that's on the back, and I'll show you. Everything still works as normal. So you have to unhook this so that you can pass the seat belt. You have to unhook it all and then slip it out through this side, and it sits on the outside, of course. It has the cutouts here for the baby seat. Has the cutouts for all the seat belts. Very nice, very nice. Has the cutout for the latch. Here's the other headrest. Closes like normal. Again, pretty close fit overall. Here is the seat. Goes down. Now we're going to do this side. And here is the back side. Sits really well, pretty flush overall. Here's all the straps. So these aren't adjustable. I thought they were. I don't see anywhere to actually adjust them, but it fit pretty well. They fit pretty tight. I'm sure if you want to tie them, make a knot or something and make them tighter, but honestly, the fit is really well. You don't really have to mess with these too much. You just have to make sure that you can reach them. The hardest part about this installation was actually down here, trying to get these tucked under. And as you can see, I have a big hand, big knuckles. It's really hard to fit my fingers in there and try to pick it out, but other than that, it wasn't too bad. All right, headrests are in. And of course, it's one size for this one. Doesn't matter which side it's gonna go on, they're the same. This is the only one that matters because it's obviously different. Everything fit well. Everything looks really good. Now to finish the last seat. Final side is done. As you can see here, you can just pop that open. Same thing as the other side. The only thing that I saw was there was an extra 2 little straps. I went ahead and used this because I had one extra and I had an extra clip here. So I went ahead and just used that for this elastic side. Just give it more rigidity, I guess. It went on fine. Really good fit. And then this side as well, just 2 straps. Fit really good. Closes, no issues. It is the next day and we have much better light today. So here's the final result of the seats. Overall, very happy, very pleased. Love the feel of them. They feel really nice. They actually feel like leather. They don't feel like faux leather. There's a couple of wrinkles and stuff on the sides, but I think they'll work themselves out. And here are the rear seats. As you can see, I did forget one strap with the darkness yesterday. It was really hard to see, but They fit really well in the back as well. See, they cover everything. The sides is pretty much, it's all covered up. You have all your holes for your straps, all your holes for your buckles and whatnot. I put a towel in there. Just, it says that it won't damage it, but still, I don't want to risk it. There's that one little indentation here. Hopefully that works itself out eventually. Overall, I can't complain. It just looks really, really nice. Here's the back of the front. Like I said, these have you have to put them specific so that the airbag can come out. So it looks really good. Well, that's going to do it for this video, guys. As always, if you have any questions, leave them down below. Link is in the description. And thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.